Welcome back to our channel. So today's topic is going to be carbuncle from general surgery. This is an important topic which is usually asked as a short note. So let's get started. Carbuncle. Carbuncle is an infective gangrene of the subcutaneous tissue caused by Staphylococcus aureus. It's a very simple definition. So the responsible pathogen is Staphylococcus aureus and the tissue usually affected is subcutaneous tissue, and what actually happens is an infective gangrene. So what is a gangrene? A gangrene, in simple words, it can be called as death of body tissue because of bacterial infection or obstructed circulation. Death of body tissue from bacterial infection or obstructed circulation. Now this is a very simple mnemonic explaining carbuncle, and we'll get back to this at the end of the video. Let's learn about the pathology of carbuncle. Initially, the lesion is very similar to a boil. What is a boil? A boil is something very commonly seen. It's a painful pus-filled bump in the skin. Painful pus-filled bump, that is a boil, and it is usually caused by inflamed hair follicles. So initially it looks like a boil, and then there is necrosis of subcutaneous fat. After the necrosis of subcutaneous fat, there are multiple abscess formation which are intercommunicating, and these abscesses will open into the exterior through multiple openings, giving a sieve-like appearance. And this sieve-like appearance is called as cribriform appearance. You'll understand better from the picture. There is folliculitis, perifolliculitis, that is inflammation around the hair follicle. So that will look like a bump or a boil in the initial stage. Then there is subcutaneous fat necrosis named B. B is necrosis of subcutaneous fat. And then see the arrows, you can see multiple openings. These are multiple abscesses that are opening to the outside, giving a cribriform appearance. You can understand the cribriform appearance in the first picture. Multiple pus-filled small openings, you can see these are forming a cribriform pattern. Now, clinical features. So the patient will most probably be diabetic, and the common site is nape of neck. So the patient will present with severe pain and swelling in the nape of neck, followed by the back and the shoulder region. So why these areas? Because the skin is coarse and there is very poor vascularity. So nape of neck is the main common site. Other features are fever with chills and rigors, and the surface will look red, angry, looking like a red hot coal. It's an important point. Red hot coal like appearance. And the surrounding area is indurated. Indurated meaning thickened or hardened. The surrounding area is indurated. Later, skin on the center of the carbuncle softens and peripheral satellite vesicles appear, which rupture, discharging pus, giving the cribriform appearance. So what actually happens is, in the pathology we studied over here, multiple abscesses that are opening to the outside. So these multiple abscesses opening to the outside, they form these multiple vesicles, pus-filled vesicles. They will rupture and give rise to cribriform appearance. And later on, all these multiple vesicles together will form a large crateriform ulcer with central slough. You can see in the second picture, central slough formation. Now, complications. What are the complications associated with carbuncle? Worsening of diabetic status can result in diabetic ketoacidosis. There is extensive necrosis of skin overlying the carbuncle, due to which it is included under acute infective gangrene, and there may also be septicemia or toxemia. So coming to the treatment, there are non-surgical and surgical treatment. We go for non-surgical treatment when the carbuncle does not show softening or if it is showing signs of healing. So in that case, there is no need to go for surgery. It can be either left open to the exterior, or you can give saline dressings to reduce the edema. Now, along with this, proper control of diabetes is very important. Instead of oral hypoglycemic agents, we should give insulin for better control of diabetes. and antibiotics, parenteral antibiotics we are giving. Since here the responsible pathogen is Staphylococcus aureus and it is sensitive to cloxacillin, flucloxacillin, erythromycin and some of the cephalosporins. So these antibiotics will be given intravenously, and if MRSA or methicillin resistant Staphylococcus aureus is responsible, then it is resistant to the above mentioned drugs. In that case we will be giving intravenous vancomycin. So once diabetes is under control, we are giving antibiotics and we are giving saline dressings. There should be complete resolution within 10 to 15 days. Surgery. So the second option is surgery. So when do we go for surgery? When there is presence of pus. So these multiple vesicles, they will break, discharging pus, and there will be softening and central slough formation. When all this happens, we have to go for surgery. So the important point here is cruciate incision. We have to give a cruciate or cross-shaped incision. So why do we give a cross-shaped incision? Because there are multiple abscesses involved and there is extensive subcutaneous fat necrosis. So to include all these areas, it is better to give a cross-shaped incision. So all these affected areas are included. The pus is drained, all the loculi are broken, edges of the skin flap are excised and the central slough which is formed is excised. Then the cavity is treated with antiseptic agents. Then the granulation tissue formation will take place for proper healing of the wound. Now this picture shows wound healing in 2 to 3 weeks after the excision of carbuncle. So that's it guys, it's a very short topic but important as a short note. So here is a mnemonic to remember carbuncle better. The mnemonic is carbuncles with a S. So C for cribriform pattern. So we discussed what is a cribriform pattern. The multiple abscesses opening to the exterior and giving a sieve-like opening pattern which is called as cribriform pattern. A for aureus, that is Staphylococcus aureus, which is the pathogen responsible. Red hot coal appearance. We learned this in the clinical features. The surface will be red, giving a red hot coal like appearance. B for boils, that is initially the lesion will look like a boil. U for uncontrolled diabetes. N for nape of neck, which is a common site. C for cruciate incision or cross-shaped incision. L for large crateriform ulcer. E for excision and S for subcutaneous fat necrosis. So that's all about carbuncle. If you're interested in any other topic from general surgery, you can check out our playlist which contains tetanus, Ludwig's angina and ranula. So thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please share with your friends. Also subscribe to our channel and tap on the bell icon so that you don't miss any new videos. Thank you.